Hey everybody, Karen from Ask the Spirit Guides. I hope you're doing well on this Memorial Day. In the US anyways, it's Memorial Day. We have a spiritual message and a political prediction today. So I always ask now, I've been asking the Lead Team Collective, which is all of our spirit teams together. It's called the Lead Team Collective for anyone who's hanging out in our community, okay? So your spirit guides are involved in the messages, all right? That's what I've requested. And they gave me a spiritual message today. And what I asked for is whether it's a political prediction or a political message. And they gave us a political prediction. I'm not thrilled about sharing it, but I'm going to anyways because I am just trusting that they're telling us what we need to hear when we need to hear it. And this is a timing one, and you guys know how I feel about timing. But tomorrow, if something doesn't happen tonight, I mean, literally, they're like something tonight. So I'm going to get to that. It's towards the end of the video. It's because I have an order to these things. But first we're gonna, so I've got those two. But first I wanted to read you a really good section from this book that we're reading in the Spirit Circle. Okay. The Spirit Circle is the membership for the channel. But sometimes I like to bring things to the public channel because that have made a really big impact on me. And so this section right here, I'm on chapter 7. Okay. I do have a link to the book if you want to get it, in the description. Okay. It's really good. It's a really good book. And I've picked up many books recently, and I'm not going to say that about all the books. I'm not going to mention ones that I don't think are really good, but this one, you can see like how much underlining, look at all the underlining I have. And it's not just because I'm facilitating. Look at that. There's just so much underlining in this book. It's really good. Okay. So this is on chapter 7. How can your guidance help you? Meaning, how can your spirit guides help you? Okay. So I loved this analogy. So they said to her, okay, so let me just start from the beginning. So she says, years ago, I woke up one morning with a fascinating thought floating through my mind, no doubt planted there by my guides. So she's trusting when she gets thoughts that those are coming from her guides. I love that. I'm doing that more and more and more. So the thought was, what if we remembered that being in these human bodies in our earthly lives is equivalent to a cosmic vacation? Okay, so that we're on vacation. All right. So they then said to her, well, how do you act when you're on vacation? So she says, well, I don't take things so seriously. I'm much more present. I enjoy whatever shows up. Think about this when you're on vacation. It is so true, right? For most of us. I mean, I can't say I'm always totally relaxed when I'm on vacation, especially when I was working for someone else, but now I would be, She said, if something better comes along, I jump on it without worrying whether it's the right decision. I enjoy it simply for what it is. So then they said, what else? She said, I observe and soak up the people and the cultures around me without judging them. Yeah, we just soak up. We're like, wow, this is cool. This is different, but with an intention to learn and appreciate them. I'm grateful for the experiences of what I get to see and do. I'm relaxed and I don't think about the past or future. I focus on enjoying where I am right now. I don't worry about whether my entire life will be hinged on one decision. I expect to be delighted. I appreciate each new view around the next corner. I know that people will take care of me if I get lost and I need help. And I know I always have a lifeline back home. I always have a lifeline back home. I realize it's easier if I travel light. Think about that. I realize it's easier if I travel light and if I make an effort to talk to people and to get them to know them along the way. I'll learn amazing things. I'm not attached to one place or one experience or one decision or thing because I know it's all temporary and I'll be back home soon. I know that the hotel I stay in or the rental car I drive doesn't define me. But if I approach each day with anticipation of what will happen next, a path of wonder is laid out before me. I know I'll get back home. I look back on the vacation with a sense of fondness for all the things that we got to do and how much I learned about myself and others along the way. And her guide said, and that is an excellent description of life. I mean, think about that. So now, if you think about the things I just described, that is an excellent description of life here on earth. So now let me read it again. An excellent description of your life. This is how they want us to see our life. Okay? I don't take things so seriously. I'm much more present. And we're on vacation. We're on an adventure right now, enjoying whatever shows up. Whatever. What if you lived your life like this? What if I'm actually going to try to? I am going to try to live my life like this. I'm going to write all these things down. So you could write down what do you like when you go on vacation? Try to live your life like that every single day. Why not? Why not? What are we trying to prove? Why not try to live our lives every single day? Because we deserve to live our lives as if we're on vacation all the time. You know, I love this. They're telling us, her guides through her are telling us that's how we want you to live your life. Okay. If something better comes along, jump on it without worrying whether it's the right decision. Okay. Enjoy simply for what it is. Observe and soak up the people. Observe and soak up the people and cultures around you without judging them, but with an intention to learn and appreciate them. So people's differences, right? Be grateful for the experiences and what you get to see and do. Be relaxed and don't think about the past and future. Focus on enjoying where you are right now. Don't worry about whether your life will hinge on one decision. Expect to be delighted. I'm going to expect to be delighted. That's how you feel when you go on vacation, right? You get to do all these different new things. Well, you can do that. You can do that in your life. Appreciate each new view around the next corner. Know that people will take care of you if you get lost or need help. Know that you'll always have a lifeline back home, which is our guides, right? Our guides are our lifeline back home. Expect to be delighted. We already talked about that. Okay. Realize it's easier if you travel light. Travel light. How much, every time I clear out stuff, even if I start bringing it back in, I clear it out because I need, it's like it's for some reason I bring stuff in and then I clear it out again. It's the energy flow of that I'm realizing. Actually, when I was talking last night in a video that I did on God is back. If you haven't seen those were probably my two favorite videos that I've done so far in the 7 months that I've been doing this channel. Two favorites. Loved them. If you haven't seen God part 1 and 2, it's when God is actually telling us from it's their perspective. Okay. Anyway, so I was talking about my furniture, how from when I was viewing it from where I had my camera set up yesterday. And I was like, none of this matches, because I had moved a gray cabinet from a different part of the house. And I'm like, it just doesn't look right from this angle. But then somebody had said, you're moving stuff around because it changes the energy flow. And I'm like, I love that. I love that so much. So rather than so when you move stuff out, you're going to feel lighter, even if you reorganize it, even if you put some things in a box that you haven't used for a year, just get it out, put it in a box and put it in the basement. You don't have to get rid of it, just put it away so that you just get, so anyways, I kind of got off on a little tangent, but it's the whole thing about traveling light. Okay. It's like, how can we travel light? I try to travel as light as possible when I travel, but it doesn't always happen that way. Sometimes I'm like, how did I bring so much? Because there are creature comforts that I want when I'm traveling for sure. I have to have my blanket and I have to have my pillow because sleeping is the most important thing to me, that I'm comfortable when I'm sleeping. So I don't always travel light. Anyway, so she makes an effort to talk to people and get to know them along the way to learn amazing things. So you get the idea, right? So I just love the fact, I just loved this so much. And it's an excellent description of life. So, fun activity for today. You could list all the ways that you are when you're on vacation, and then maybe do some assessment and say, well, what part of these things am I not doing in my regular life? And then work towards that. Work towards that. Ask for your guides to help you get to that place, if that's where you want to go. I think this is an amazing analogy. So, anyways, I hope that was helpful for you. Okay, so the spiritual message for today, this comes from the pendulum. Okay, so if you're new here, let me grab my, so it comes from, this is somebody who, okay, so she sent me this. She is going to be in our business directory. I promise you guys it is coming out soon. We're just getting it all set up appropriately and effectively. So anyway, so this is a pendulum map or a pendulum chart, however you want to call it. And so it's got letters on it. And so I take a little pendulum and I ask the lead team collective, so all of our guides. So I take this one of my pendulums and ask for a message for today. Okay. And then I confirm with the dowsing rods. If you're new here, you might want to go when this is done. This video will pop up at the end. It's called Start Here playlist. This would explain a lot of stuff for you. Okay, so they spelled this out for us. So I asked for a spiritual message. Okay. Why are you making it so complicated? Okay, which is actually kind of interesting because I had decided last night when I was rereading chapter 7 that I was going to talk about this, the travel light and the, how we travel should be how we're living life, So that's kind of interesting. Why are you making it so complicated? They actually spelled out Y as in Y, A-Y. They didn't spell out W-H-Y. They spelled out Y and an R and a U. That's usually how they do it. When I wrote it out like that. So they spelled out, why are you making it so complicated? So I said, what? Like, what are we making complicated? And they said spiritual work. Okay, spiritual work. So you'll need to answer that for yourself. But I did ask if they wanted to give us a message about that using Oracle. And they chose this deck out of my 60 decks that I have. Okay, so let's see what they have for us. Okay, so I close my aura to all but my higher self, the God consciousness, my guides, guardians, all of those of the highest and purest light, and our lead team collective. I ask Archangel Michael to please protect all of our channels with our guides, this community, and so it is only of the highest and purest light. Amen. Okay, so you guys, I'm asking our lead team collective again. Your guides are a part of the lead team collective. It's what they call themselves. They told me that on the pendulum. And you guys have a message about you wanted to communicate today. So I got this whole group just fell down. It's probably like 10 cards. I'm gonna put those back. You wanted us to hear today from you the question of why are we making it so complicated? Why are we making it so complicated? Well, do you have any other things you can tell us about that with this deck? What else would you like to tell us about that? So this was in regards to our spiritual work. Why are we making it so complicated? Yeah, why are we making it? What's complicated? So it's a good question to ask yourself. What I'm doing now is every time I get something like that they want us to think about, I will put it in my journal for the next day. And then I'll journal on it. Like, okay, what am I making complicated? Because we're all doing it differently, right? So I'm just pulling some that kind of popped out a little bit. Let's see if I've got any of the right ones here. So do you guys want me to pull any other cards than the ones in front of me? No? Okay. So do you want me to read all of the ones that are in front of me? No. Okay, so let's start with the one on the right, the far one. Do you want me to read that one? Yes. Do you want me to read number 2? Yes. Do you want me to read number 3? Ah, we're doing a pick one, I can see. Do you want me to read number 4? No. Okay. So we have 3 cards. I don't know what they are. I have them. I'm not looking at them. I just see the back. And so let me just make sure they're in the order that they want them to be in. So do you guys want the card on the right to be card number 1? No. Do you want the card on the right to be card number 2? Yes. Okay. So the one in the middle, do you want that one as card number 1? Yes. Okay. So I'm going to swap these 2. Okay. So are the cards that, do you want us to do, oh, well, let me just ask, do you want us to do a pick one today? Yes. Okay. Or do you want me to read all 3 of them for everybody? No. I am going to read all 3 of them for all of us. I still like to get all 3 messages. But what they want us to do is they want you and I to take a minute, and no, like more like 15 seconds, and decide which card intuitively you think the message is going to be for you. Okay. So just, you can take a deep breath, close your eyes for a second, say 1, 2, 3 in your mind, see if something kind of lights up for you. Okay. If it doesn't, it's totally okay. You'll get the message as you hear it then. Okay. So I'm just going to take a second and do that. Okay. All right. I didn't really get one, to be honest. I didn't get a really, sometimes I do. Most of the time I do. I didn't get a difference when I was saying 1, 2, 3 in my mind. I didn't get anything that kind of stuck out for me. So I'm just going to let the messages be. And this is, I'm glad that happened to me so that you can understand that it's totally okay if that happened to you too. So, because you know what? We're not making it complicated. They want us to stop making it so complicated. Okay. So I'm going to read the first card. So this is for number 1. Let me just see. That one was upside down. Is there a reversal on this? No. Okay. So these are for those who picked card number 1. Okay. Oh, abundance. 36. So 36 is 3 plus 6 is 9. So this is an ending card. Okay. Meaning it's like bringing closure to things. Okay, beautiful image. So joy guides, joy guides. Again, if you didn't get a number, or even if you did, I do like getting something from all the cards anyways, but sometimes it's fun, and when they want us to, use your intuition as to which one would be best for you. Okay. Okay, so abundance. Your joy guides message to you. Fill your heart with gratitude and appreciation for the good things in life right now. More blessed abundance is on the way. Amazing. So they're saying, why are you making it so complicated? Just fill your heart with gratitude. Just fill your heart with gratitude and appreciation for the good things in your life right now. Right now. So for the good things in your life, focus on those. Focus on those good things. Even if there's hard things in your life, focus on the good things. Okay. So again, why are you making it so complicated? This is your message. Okay. Okay. Number 2. Okay. Deprivation. This card is a number 7. So we have a 9 and a 7. So deprivation, healer guide. I love her. She gives me hope. See the chakras? It looks like chakra energy around her. Okay, so let's see. So 34. So your healer guide's message to you is tap into the abundance of the universe by sharing your heart. Tap into the abundance of the universe by sharing your heart. Let me read that a little bit more on that one. So deprivation, withholding, paranoia, stinginess, or frugality. Okay. You may find yourself feeling fearful about your finances and security right now. This may cause you to be overly frugal, withhold, deprive yourself, or even hoard. It's interesting because we got a message like this yesterday too. And I know it is a little challenging. I think a lot of us are feeling challenged with this right now because of what F45 is doing. We don't know what the hell's going on. You know what I mean? So happily, your healer guides are here to reverse this fearful energy and restore flow and abundance to your life. They inform you that hoarding or withholding in any way goes against the divine flow of the universe and is the opposite of what's called for to create prosperity. This is crazy because this is a different deck that we used yesterday. It's exactly the same message. Exactly same message. I think they're talking to me. I mean, I think if I got this 2 weeks ago, I would have been like, oh my God, they're totally talking to me. I have let go of that actually. I have actually released it. And so this is confirmation to me that releasing is good, that was good. So anyways, very interesting. So why are you making it so complicated? Why are you making it so complicated? They're saying the universal law of prosperity states that we receive what we give. Okay. So, so don't make it so complicated. The universe does not hold back. Lack only exists in our mind. The true source of poverty is disconnecting from our divine source. If you're feeling disconnected, then meditation is a great way to start. It's a great way to start. Okay, so number 3. All 3 of these cards were reversed, by the way. This deck doesn't have a reversal. I just think it's interesting. Okay, so this is a 1 card. Oh, exhaustion. So this is number 3. So those who picked number 3, but this is a 1. So it's a 19. And then 1 plus 9 is 10. And then you take 10, 1 plus 0 is 1. Okay. So exhaustion, helper guides. So we had joy guides, healer guides, and helper guides here today to help us not make this so complicated. Okay. So 19. All right. Exhaustion. Okay. This is cool. Your helper guide's message to you is we've got this. We've got this. So take a deep breath. Let your worries go. They're saying overload. These are words that came with this card. Overload, mania, workaholism, and overdrive. You are at risk of overdoing, trying too hard, and burning yourself out. It is commendable to work hard and do everything in your power to fulfill your goals. However, it's equally important to know when to rest and allow the universe to work its magic on your behalf. So I just love that. Like, write that down on a piece of paper. If this card was for you, you could just write, they've got this. My guides got it. I can let it go. They've got it. I love that. You've done enough for now. Your enthusiasm and dedication are admirable assets. These qualities are necessary for successfully creating the life you desire, but unless these energies are balanced with relaxation and rest, they can consume you and undermine your best intentions. Okay, again, why are you making it so complicated? That was the message today. So I didn't read, so let me just go back real quick and then we're going to do the political prediction. So thrilled about that. Okay, so 36. The other words that were involved in this one, this was card number 1, receiving surprises, kindness, and blessings. The universe is showering you with gifts. However, many of these divine offerings may go unnoticed and are therefore unacknowledged and unaccepted by you. Your joy guides are on hand, helping to correct this oversight. They invite you to become aware of the bounty flowing into your life. Take care not to miss or take for granted the gifts flowing your way. And again, the reminder is fill your heart with gratitude and appreciation for the good things in your life right now. Why are we making it so complicated? Okay, cool messages. I love them. All right, so this is I love predictions. So if nothing happens tonight, then we will come back tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon and talk about it. Like, what? Why do they tell us these things? You know? So, and I'm done not trusting them. I've been through that. Been through that. I trust them. I don't know why they like to tell us stuff like this, and sometimes things don't happen. But this is what they said today. So, okay, so they said nighttime today. So a couple days ago, if you remember, the prediction was that something is going to happen on, okay, it was really weird because I'm just going to give you a quick recap. They said they've been kind of getting us prepared for something. And again, they spelled this out. I can't control this. And this comes from all of our guides, which I really appreciate. I appreciate that more than just like coming from my guides, you know? That's why I started doing that, because I thought, you know what? I don't want it to be just for my guides. Okay, so they, you know, on the 21st, so these are 26, on the 21st, they said, hold on tight, okay? And yesterday, so on the 25th, they said, be ready to breathe, be ready to breathe, okay? So today they are saying, and then when I did the cards for hold on tight, they said, it was really weird. It was timing cards, and it said May holiday, which is today. Today is the May holiday, okay? So it's in the US. It's Memorial Day, okay? So this is what they said. Nighttime today, Trump leaves. Trump leaves. So I don't think this is in line with other spiritual folks who have made predictions. I'm not making a prediction. I'm just telling you what they spelled out for me today, what our guides wanted us to know today. That's all there is to it. So how we interpret this, you know, we need to figure that out. That's the fun part. That's the fun part. They wanted me to use this deck. Did I show you that first one? This is the deck I was using. So ask your guides. Love it. I love all the decks. But they wanted me to use Oracle of the Seven. Are they both? Oh, this is Colette Barrett Reed. This is Sonia Coquette. So, okay, so Colette Barrett Reed. Okay, so Oracle of the Seven. So nighttime today, Trump leaves. So what the heck, you guys? What? Okay, so cards are just flying all over the place. All right. So what can you tell us, you guys, about nighttime today, Trump leaves? That's what they spelled out for me. So I'm like, okay, I'll tell them. Fine, I'll tell them. The next video I'm going to do that's going to post tonight, you guys, is going to be a pendulum message from God. Okay, card just flew right out. Just flew right out. All right, let me just make sure that's the card they wanted. Okay, so is this the card you guys want me to read for nighttime today, Trump leaves? And what is it? Who's nighttime? I don't know. Let's just wait and see. Yes. Are there any other cards you want me to read? No. Okay. All right, so let's see if they're giving us a little bit more information. And it is a 4. The land between. The land between. What does that mean? Does it mean he's going to fall off a cliff? What's happening? That's interesting. That piece of land is like lifted up. So how would you interpret this without me reading anymore? Just see what your intuition tells you right now and post it, because I want to know. I think it would be fascinating. The nighttime, so nighttime today, Trump leaves. That's what they spelled out. And now this is their additional information about that. The land between. Tell me how you interpret that. Just with this image, what's up there? Oh, those are wood bridges. So that's the land between. This is the land. There's like a gazebo up there. You see the dirt, and you see the sky. There's this big gaping hole. So The land between. Okay, let me know what your intuition says. Okay, we should start doing that more often. What is your intuition telling you? My intuition is not telling me anything at the moment. It just happens that way. Okay, so this is about nighttime today. Trump leaves. Okay, key concepts: being between worlds, learning to be okay while at the threshold of what is and what will be, a time of waiting and evolving, gray areas, something essential yet still in development, and a metamorphosis. You're in a process of change. You know that you were called to it and can no longer be who you were, but you aren't sure what the next experience of your life will be. Remember, this has to do with this political prediction. You are in between what was and what could be in a pupal stage. Oh my God, that is so funny. Lob, the pupal stage. Marcia and I have been laughing about because Lob he said, "Oh, we're in the pupil stage for our channel." That is so funny. And my sister and I have been laughing about that. Lob, we've been laughing about that you called it, we were in the pupil stage. That's funny. Okay, so you are in between what was and what could be in a pupal stage, like during the metamorphosis of the caterpillar into the butterfly. Oh, that's crazy. However, you can't just skip the messy parts. You can't skip the messy parts. You have to endure the unknown and uncomfortable as you reinvent yourself. Okay, so we're going to be reinventing the US. You know, they're asking us to hold tight. They're asking us to don't forget to breathe, be ready to breathe. Okay. The thing is, you're not quite there yet, they say. You have one foot in the past, even if you're ready to shed that version of yourself. We're talking about the US at this point, and become something new. Okay. We're not quite there yet. We have one foot in the past. You must start redefining who you are in the context of your question. What do you believe is possible when you can get to the next place? Well, I've been asking for us for every single human to be treated with dignity and respect and be taken care of by each other. And that we all feel a sense of love and adventure, that we all cannot overcomplicate things, that we all could be like we're on a vacation on Earth, we can do that. But how are we going to get there is that we have one leg, we have one foot still in the past, right? So we do need to reinvent that. Can you explore this stage of your evolution to get to know yourself better? The process in between worlds is where things get really interesting. You learn how to manage your fear, how to stay present in the now, how to see in the dark. You absorb the lessons offered to you with grace because you can't go any faster. This is a real test of emotional fortitude. Yeah, it sure has been. Patience, trust, and humility. Once you have made this no man's land your home, that's cool. Once you have made this no man's land your home, it will be part of you. Then whatever was set in motion comes to life. This is what you've been waiting for. This is what we've been waiting for. When you look back, you will grow to love the place in between, for that is where you were reborn. Wow, we'll grow to love this time where we've been pretty distressed, right? A lot of distress, impatience, trying to trust, trying to figure out what the hell is going on, right? So really cool message. So how that tonight, nighttime today, Trump leaves. So I don't know. We'll see. If he doesn't, again, there's a timing thing here. You know how I feel about timing. There's a lot of stuff at play when it comes to timing. Things shift, but they are definitely getting us ready for this kind of situation. I can feel that now because these messages are coming each day. So, all right, well, let me know what you think and we'll check in tomorrow and say, well, okay, Trump didn't leave, or maybe he did. Then we'll be like, holy crap. All right. I still trust them regardless of what happens. I'm not even going to, I'm not going to wake up even tomorrow and I'm not going to flip on the news and just see. I'm just going to wait and see what happens, and I'm just going to trust that they're telling us these things for a reason. So, All right, we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.